we are going to explain one of the most interesting chapter in economics, that is index number. You all know that index number is one of the most interesting chapter in economics also. So what do you mean by a index number? So basically index numbers are a series of numerical values which show the relative position of a variable with respect to time, place or any certain other characteristics of economics. So let's get started the session. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Total Age, a guide to learner here. This is Sriparna. I hope all of you are doing good. So if you have missed my last session, so please go and check my first comment and my description box where last session link is already provided. And you like my video, so don't forget to like, share and comment. So if you have any problem on it, so please do one comment in my comment section. I will reply you positively. So learner, let's start the session. So learner, at first we have to discuss what do you basic meaning of index number. So basically index numbers are tools for measuring changes in the magnitude of a variable or a group of related variables over time with respect to a chosen base year. So I will discuss later what do you mean by a base year and the current year, because two words are very important in the calculation of the index number. So at first we have to discuss what is the definition of the index number. So basically here we can see, according to the Croxton and Cowden, index numbers are devices for measuring differences in the magnitude of a group of related variables. I think this is clear. What do you mean by a index number? So we have already told index numbers are a series of numerical values which show the relative position of a variable with respect to time, place or certain other characteristics. So basically it indicates the relative position of a variable with respect to different characteristics. I think this is clear. What do you mean by a index number? Now going to the next, that is definition of the base year and current year. So here we can see the basic meaning of base year and current year. So we have already told index numbers are a series of numerical values which show the relative position of a variable. Okay, so when comparison is made between any characteristics, so at a certain period of a time, so that certain period of time is called the current year. So basically current year means the year for which comparisons are required. That means that year for which the index number is prepared, that is called the current year. And on the other hand, one of the most important thing, that is the base year. So when comparisons is made between any characteristics of economics at a certain period of time with that of another period of time, so another period of time is called the base year. So basically this is the first series of the years, so that year selected for comparison. So that is the basic meaning of base year and the current year. So I think this is clear. What do you mean by an index number and what is called base year and current year? So base year is the year with which the values from other years are compared, and on the other hand the current year is the year for which the index number is prepared. I think this is clear. So now move on to the types of index number. So here we can see the types of index numbers. So it is of three types basically. First one is price index number, second one is quantity index number, and third one is value index number. So at first we have to discuss what is price index number, and it is also of two types. That the first one is consumer price index, and that or CPI, and second one is wholesale price index, that is WPI. So what do you mean by a price index number? Do you have any idea, learner? When comparison is made between price only at a certain period of time with that of another period, these are called basically price index number. So basically the price index numbers measure the general changes in prices between the current year and the base year, and we have already told what is known as current year and base year. For example, we can say the prices of industrial goods are 20% higher in the 2018 as compared to the year 2000. So this implies the index number in the year 2018 is 120 compared to the index number of 100 for the year 2000. So the year of comparison, that is 2000, the year 2000 is the base year. So we have already told the index number the price index number is of three types. So first one is consumer price index and second one is wholesale price index. So at first we have to discuss what do you mean by a consumer price index or CPI. So consumer price index measures the changes in the price level of specified basket of consumer goods and services. So what do you mean by consumer goods? So consumer goods are those goods which are purchased by the households. Okay, so changes in consumer price index or CPI are used to assess price changes associated with the cost of living. Now going to the second one, that is wholesale price index or WPI. So it measures changes in the price level of a representative's basket of goods and services traded in the wholesale market. So consumer price index is related with the consumer goods and services and wholesale price index is related with the wholesale market. Okay, where what is wholesale market, learner? So wholesale market is a kind of a market where goods are traded in bulk. So WPI basically focuses on the prices of a goods traded between wholesale traders rather than prices of goods bought by the consumers. I think this is clear what is price index and its types, that is consumer price index and wholesale price index. So now going to the second type of index number, that is quantity index number and value index number. So what do you mean by a quantity index number? So when comparison is made between quantity at a certain period of time with that of another period, these are called quantity index number. Okay, so we can say when this comparison is done for the quantity, for example, we can say the industrial output, agricultural production, etc., between two periods. So that is called the quantity index number. So changes in the quantity of goods produced, consumed or distributed are studied with the help of the quantity index number, and it measures the relative change in the quantity in any particular year in comparison to the level of quantity in the base year. So what is the basic difference between the price index number and quantity index number? So basically the price index number measures the relative change in the price, okay, in any particular year in comparison to the level of price in the base year. And on the other hand, quantity index number measures the relative change in the quantity in any particular year in comparison to the level of quantity in the base year. That is the basic differences between price index numbers and quantity index number. So now going to the last type of index number, that is value index number. So basically total value. What do you mean by a total value? So total value means a value of an item and it is obtained by the multiplying the price of the item with its quantity. So we have already told price and quantity index number, and now going to the value index number, and which is obtained by multiplying the price with its quantity. So value index numbers measure the relative changes in the total value of items like retail sales, profit, etc. as compared to their level in the base year. However, the value index numbers are not so very popular in use. So now going to the next topic, that is features or characteristics of index number. So here we can see some features of index number. Okay, so in order to properly understand the term index number, so it is essential to know its essential characteristics. So first characteristics is it measures relative changes. We have already told price index number shows the relative changes in price of the commodity, and quantity index number shows the relative changes in the quantity index number. So that's why it is clear it measures relative changes. So index numbers measure net or relative changes in a variable or a group of variables, as index number are essentially averages, and these numbers therefore describe the relative changes. For example, we can say an index number of price of 2000 for the year 2018 as compared to the index number 100 for the base year 2000. So it suggests that price in the price 2018 have doubled compared to those of the year 2000. So I think this is clear. So now going to the next one, that is index number measures the changes over a period of time. Okay, so it is generally used for measuring changes over a period of time, such as changes in consumer goods price, basically industrial production, industrial raw material prices, wages, etc., over two different time periods, and we can say base year and the current year. Though index numbers can also be used to compare economic variables between different industries, different locations, etc., and which is one of the most popular characteristics or features of index number, that is index number measures relative changes over a period of time. So now going to the third one. So the third feature is index number is specialized average. Though index numbers are essentially averages, these are specialized averages. As explained in the chapter on measures of central tendency, we have already discussed a measure of central tendency. So if you have missed my previous sessions on it, so please guys go and check it once. Okay, I hope it will really a very useful session to everyone. So in a chapter on measures of central tendency, an average is a single figure representing a group of figures. These averages, such as arithmetic mean, mode, median, etc., have a limitation of their own, as these can be used to compare only those series and which are expressed in the same units of measurement, such as liters, meters, etc., and are composed of the same items. For example, you can say males or graduates or senior citizens, etc. But index numbers can be used to compare situations where units of measurement and or composition of series are not the same. In this case, index numbers are specialized average. Okay, so now going to the fourth one. So here we can see our last feature of index number, that is it is capable of measuring changes in magnitude whose direct measurement is not possible. Many a time the observed data is so complex and composite in character that is not amendable to direct measurement. For example, in case like changes in business activity, cost of living, international terms of trade, etc., direct measurement of changes is not possible. So that in such cases index numbers can be of help. So it is the capability of measuring changes in magnitude whose direct measurement is not possible. I think all characteristics are clear to everyone. If you have any doubt on it, so please do one comment in my comment section. I will reply you positively. So learner, this session is ended here. So I hope it will be very useful to everyone. If you like my session, do not forget to like, share and comment, and please do some support and subscribe my channel for getting more useful session. Press the bell button for getting notifications ASAP. Okay, so I will come again with a new session, new topic. Till then, stay tuned, keep commenting. Happy learning. Thank you.